All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the very first episode of the Since '07 podcast. I'm the host, CMV Frosty, and with me I have Dylan, or Zero Rain. Say hello. Don't be afraid.
Don't be shy.
We're here to talk, and
We can talk, use words. You know, that's what we're here for.
Kujozz, also
Hold
known
on,
as.
I'm trying to look at
And then
taking a look at the Fortnite store real quick.
okay, that's
Oh
very
my
important.
gosh.
And then Lucas, or Kid,
It
as we will
is.
refer to him mostly.
Yeah, this is kid.
Update, it
That
kind of
is
sucks.
kid.
This is just the pilot episode. Since '07 is going to be a podcast about us as friends. We've been friends since '07. It's 2023 now, so that's almost 20 years. Holy shit, boys!
Wow.
We've almost been friends for 20 years. We met a long time ago, and we're
weird to
still
think.
hanging out with the same people. So we figured we'd take our unique dynamic and put it into a podcast because we've got a lot of stories to tell over 20 years.
No, it definitely like a lot of the stories.
16 years, technically.
16.
Yeah, I mean we're coming up
15-ish.
on 2 decades. It's been quite a while.
It's still
Yeah,
pretty
I mean,
crazy.
Yeah,
I definitely
that's wild.
like. Dylan,
I don't know why.
I think
don't
Dylan
know
might
why
be
we've
the
done it.
longest connection we've all.
I think so too.
had.
I think that's true.
Because I knew him.
Yeah.
But we'll get into
Whenever
connections
I
later,
was-
real quick.
Yeah, you're right,
Let's,
right, right.
Sorry,
um,
sorry.
So
sorry.
we're the main four. We've got a couple other friends in the friend group that have moved
But they're not
away.
important.
Yeah, we
They
don't care
may
about them
guest
as
star
much.
on future episodes just because they are still
Yeah,
our friends.
yeah.
But us four have lived in pretty much the same town for 20 years now, and we've known each other forever. Let's see.
Okay, the PowerPoint. Next slide, please.
Editing.
I feel like I'm in high school again.
Yeah, I know. It's like a Zoom call or whatever.
Let's talk about why. Let's talk about why we made this podcast real quick before we jump into it.
I can't tell you why. I have no fucking idea.
Well, pretty much we were sitting at work one day and I mean we were just I don't know, we were just how did we even come up with this idea? Were we just like talking and like this should be a podcast like every great friend group does?
Well, we've always
everything
wanted
they
to do a
talk about has
podcast.
to
We've
be a
just never nailed it down.
probably
Yeah,
raised my
we never
kid.
had
Yeah.
like our idea that we wanted to go with, you know. But we finally came with one since '07 and we thought
Yeah, the
you
other
know,
name was a bit unsavory, to say the least.
we'll keep that one behind the curtains for now.
Past
But-
podcast ideas don't need to be discussed anymore. We've got our brand.
We've got the
One.
brand. Everyone needs to know
That
since
ship has
07.
sailed.
That's what we go with.
Okay,
But
I don't want to just
yeah,
be a
we
head
just-
in the frame. Hold on, bro. I gotta scoot up. I'm
Get
just
up
a
on our
head.
level, Dylan. You gotta show your upper torso at least.
I just
And break your setup.
Yeah,
while you're
break
at
your
it.
desk while you're at it.
drive my chair right into my desk. Oh, something fell over.
Alright.
Okay.
And so,
keep
besides
going.
another excuse to just sit around and talk to each other, some of the main reasons we've created this podcast is one, to relive our past memories and stories that honestly, there's probably going to be stories that come up that I haven't even thought about in maybe 10 plus years.
Oh.
Mhm.
Who knows?
Yeah, I can't
definitely
imagine
need to
how
be
many times we're
reminded
just gonna. It's like,
Yeah, hanging
we're just
out
gonna
with
keep
y'all.
triggering stories over and over. It's
Yeah.
like,
Turn
oh my gosh,
brain
remember when
into
this?
sludge? Like I don't remember anything with y'all. I'm just it's all just sewage.
Here to do that, maybe
Just
bring out
absolute
some
poo.
nostalgia, with it being a podcast focused around the past and past experiences. And then
Maybe
really
current
just to get our
thoughts.
stories out there, because one, they're entertaining, but two, I mean, we're not super interesting. They're probably relatable stories. Everyone's going to be able to hop in and be like, oh, I did that when I was in high school. Oh, I have
I
friends.
used to bench 315 in high school.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know, bro. We're pretty weird. I feel like once people hear the shit we say, they'll be like,
Well, I mean,
Everyone's weird.
I
no
show,
one's normal.
I show
No,
speed is popular.
no.
That's all you need to know.
Straight up.
I
That's
show
all you need
dick.
to know.
"We weirder than him. We're holding back. We're holding everything back right now. I'll
We're
tell
holding
you.
Yeah,
everything
right-
behind our
right
underpants,
now we
that's for
are,
sure.
Right
We're
now.
behind a curtain at the moment.
Sorry, I just had
We
to
all,
stretch.
we all. It's like that Wojak with the mask on.
Yeah, I mean, I see what you mean. They turn into pixels, bro.
Sometimes it's happening.
So,
it's happening right
Did
now.
we like meld together or like?
Dude, I
No,
can
not
see the
quite.
individual pixels on the
But
screen.
it's getting pretty rough. We'll have to figure out a better way to do this in the future.
We'll
guys.
figure it
We'll
out.
get it figured.
It's a
Today-
pilot.
Once we get
Pilot
rich,
episode.
then we'll.
Was Seinfeld's pilot amazing?
Give us
No?
money.
Shit.
No, I mean the first season of The
We need
Office.
cameras.
The first season
First,
of The
dude-
Office is completely skippable. You can skip the
No,
first season of The
Yeah,
Office.
I mean, like
This is skippable. It's okay.
Wait, I'm not saying I'm not saying that. Don't skip this episode. Stay in your
Stop.
seat.
All right. Stop.
Keep
listening. You can move
driving.
on
Don't
whenever you
change.
You have to listen.
Just keep listening. I promise it'll get better once we actually
If you
lay
click,
down the
bro, you
groundwork.
gotta listen.
This is
Like,
this is
you
going to be an
gotta.
absolute waste of the next hour of your life.
Hopefully,
You're
No,
still
don't
listening.
say that.
Click
Don't say
off.
that.
So wait, so besides
the
the
best
nostalgia
hour of your
piece,
life you'll ever spend. You will always think back to this moment. bro.
besides the past and reflecting on nostalgia and all the all the good stuff from the 2000s, how did we all meet though? How did we all become friends?
Well,
Well,
obviously,
I want
that's
to. I want to
cool.
say.
Hold on,
I want to
real
say
quick.
Chris and Dylan.
Real quick,
were
let's lay
first, so I'll
down-
let them.
let's
Yeah.
lay down.
Chris
Just
for
like
sure.
I want to say one more thing. It's on the dock here.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Okay. Just format of the podcast. This is the pilot episode. We're just going to talk about how we met each other, how far we go back, the origins of us meeting, and then future episodes we're just going to go in canonical order of stories. Starting from 07 and eventually leading up to present, and then we'll go from there. But that's the 07 podcast. You've met everybody, and now we can get into the meat and potatoes.
Oh, let me
Okay.
scroll down to that slide.
The slide
the
that
one
is
that
empty
says-
for you.
Wrong PowerPoint, Dylan.
The slide that's empty for you because you didn't fill it out.
PowerPoint.
Let me go down there and see what I wrote.
You know,
Blank.
you-
Yes.
It's not a big
Like,
deal.
yes,
I
very-
totally didn't
Put a
spend
lot
a
of
lot of
work into
time on it.
this.
No, I did.
But yeah, Chris and Dylan, y'all two were like the first ones who
We're the
like,
arbiters. You
Yeah,
could say.
I don't think
Yeah,
I
like-
actually. I mean, I don't think I met Dylan until the earliest memory I have of me with Dylan would be, Dylan, what class were we in where Josiah was also in the class with us? That's where I
was
remember you from.
It was first grade, I think. Was
It
it
was?
Tanksley?
No, first grade I had Tollett.
Oh.
So I
Did
want
we
to
have
say
Hewitt second grade?
yes,
second grade?
that had to have been no, because I remember the classroom was laid out.
I
Like
think
you
I had
walked in
Josiah
from the
in
bottom
all
right
my
corner,
classes.
and
Which
no,
was
you
like
walked
a lot.
in on the left side of the room, and there was a teacher in the corner, and then there was the whole
Miss
like
Prey?
the
Third grade?
whiteboard.
hot.
I had Kaufman for
She
third.
was really awesome.
We like didn't have the same teachers at all.
Well, but we had a class
Not
together,
really, no.
or maybe it was art class.
Like I
I
think
don't
all the freaking molding together happened at the playground, bro.
It did.
All
Yeah,
and
we
hey,
did.
all at
that's
Shiloh.
No matter what
playground
class we were
was-
in, all of us came to the playground together.
Because like at lunch or whatever. Oh,
Assigned
dude, they used to
seating.
separate us.
Yeah, we used to have a
Yeah,
We
in
had-
every class, bro.
Why would they do that?
because they hate
Because
children.
we
I'm
were
looking
too-
at
we were menaces to
dude.
society.
There was no way any work was getting done if any of
Well,
us
it
were
was lunch.
allowed.
Well,
to
you
communicate.
you
It
don't
was
work at lunch.
Yeah.
It's lunch. But dude,
We
like
weren't
these
gonna
teachers,
eat.
I remember
We'd be too
they
busy
had
talking.
They had you
Yeah,
all separated at lunch.
Well, you had
Yeah,
assigned seating.
then we had to sit boy girl. We had assigned.
Oh my gosh!
seating.
Boy,
Oh,
girl.
I do remember that, bro.
I
We
forgot
had
about
boy,
boy,
girl,
girl.
boy,
Forgot about
girl.
that.
Oh my god.
And dude, I remember being like sad at the lunch table. Like I would sit
Yeah,
there.
it's like
like-
imagine not letting your kids sit with their friends at lunch. Bro, where did we go to school at? Prison?
I just
like,
remember it being
Shiloh is
awkward
Yeah,
because
no,
I
we
didn't know
did.
how to talk to girls even in like first grade.
Dude, up
Oh,
until I got to high
dude.
school, speaking to women was the most terrifying thing.
Bro,
I
I
still
still
haven't
can't.
learned.
I still can't. I just like.
I mean, I have a
I just
girlfriend
sit
and I
in here
still
all
don't
day,
know.
bro.
I just,
Let's not forget how we all had the biggest crush on Macy. I mean,
Dude.
like I spent $60 or my parents did on a freaking massive ass teddy bear. It was like a Valentine's
Wait,
Day.
you
or
gave her
something.
gifts?
Dude, I was trying to rizz her up, dude. This is before I knew what rizz was. Had a massive fucking teddy bear.
Dude, at the game,
Fuzz
Bro,
it.
I
It's
knew
not
my
gross.
limits. I knew my limits. I didn't even bother. I'm like, there's no
Dude,
way.
I was so
'Cause
afraid
I-
to even look at her in the eye. I was like, "Here's your stuff."
Oh my gosh!
I don't
we
even
need
think.
to-
I
okay.
think my mom gave it to her.
We
man.
need
I
to
didn't think
have-
I
Oh,
did.
that's wild.
Oh my
Having the mom do
gosh.
the handoff, that's crazy.
Dude,
No,
I mean, that was an L.
as a kid, you
That was
didn't
an
do
L.
anything yourself. You always had the mailman. Always
Dude,
had.
even
know,
even
it's
like the
always had
projects,
mail.
like the school projects, I think like maybe 9 out of 10 of them my parents did for sure.
Same.
Oh,
My
bro.
mom did all of mine.
Like,
Like
you guys
the
remember the banner? The banner?
My mom did
Yes,
that
one
one.
stuff?
that's-
Yeah.
yes.
That was, like,
That
all my
and,
parents.
Yeah.
What was the state
I think I
floats?
helped design it a bit.
State
float.
float.
Oh,
was
yeah,
legit.
floats, all
State
my
float
mom.
was legit.
I think
Entire.
I did % of that project.
We need to have a
Like,
whole
I
episode at
did
some
help on
point
that one.
about dumb shit we did for girls in primary school. Because I have,
Yeah.
I have a. I
Oh
have
my
a nuke.
gosh.
My gosh, I have way too many, bro.
I don't
was
have many,
I mean, I
but
have,
like
like-
looking back,
I have
I'm
the
like,
cream de
bro.
la cream, dude. It's
Dude.
Oh
That's
my
gonna
gosh.
be that's a
Alex?
fun future
Bigger?
episode. That's a
Alex?
Okay, we're going too far off topic.
Okay, yeah,
No,
we're
yeah.
getting
too far off topic.
We
We're
gotta
spiraling.
steer this back on
We're
course.
getting a little
We're
sidetracked.
getting
Okay.
out of here, man.
So do we just? I mean, so me
Where
and
were we?
me and
Were we
Dylan.
just-
So Dylan
We
and
gotta-
Chris.
or
we
here,
gotta lay
let's
the
let's
foundation.
decide who did we meet in a class or did we meet at recess?
I think it was recess because I remember
I will
It had to
say.
have
I don't know.
Go ahead. What you're
I remember seeing Brett walking around with I think Christian and maybe Dylan, and this was right in fourth grade. This is before I was even friends with Landon, who kind of was like the glue between me, Dylan, Gideon, and the rest of you guys. But it was me and Landon at first.
I'm not gonna, I think the whole crux, like the whole start, the kind of spark of the friend group started with me and Gideon.
It was you
Yeah, for
guys,
sure,
no, you
yeah.
guys and your
Oh,
Go-Go's.
You
and
know
your
what? The
Legos.
relation actually might come from me and Gideon because I used to bully the shit out of Gideon.
We all
Me
kinda
and
did.
I
Like-
was friends with Gideon in fourth grade, or not fourth grade, like K4 before kindergarten. Like
Yeah, you two were like
we were
the
OG, like
outcasts,
we went,
low-key.
yeah, we went back.
I don't even
and we
know
had-
who I was friends with because I was a year ahead of y'all, and then I got held back.
What year did
Oh
you
yeah,
get
I
held
don't, even,
back?
I don't even know.
I don't
the
even remember
story.
who I was friends with when I got held.
That's
Dude,
all
I
I
don't
remember.
even. I don't even
Well,
remember
'cause-
when I saw you, bro. I'm just
like,
like, oh,
what-
here's Brett.
I
There he
know
is.
like me and Dylan were connected through Josiah because of Legos. Believe
Oh
it
yeah,
or not.
no, Legos
Like-
is the glue.
Yeah,
it
Legos
held
is like
everything
what?
together.
We used to
Yeah,
bring 'em
that
to
is
recess
that's
and play.
honestly what brought us all together.
Like
It's
Legos is the
crazy.
reason we are friends.
That's
And I think
probably true.
Go-Go's for me. I love
Go-Go's, yeah, I
Go-Go's?
remember
Dude,
that.
Go-Go's
Flicking
were
those-
crazy.
Would that have been
bro.
like third grade?
Yeah. third grade.
Yeah, that was
Mrs.
like a third or
Gray?
fourth grade thing. Because I remember
Yeah.
freaking Caleb had like every box you could get. He had like all
Yeah.
the rare ones,
Rich
of
kid,
course.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
started
all the
I
gold
started
ones.
splurging,
Hit
buying
every
all
model.
those stupid like gold edition. I still have those.
Dude, I
You
wish I
still
had
have
my
some?
Go-Go's. I
Me
have
too.
no
That's
clue-
crazy.
No clue
Same.
where my Go-Go's are.
They're
could
somewhere in
know.
the attic.
I
Somewhere.
I for sure
bro.
lost all of them.
Box.
Definitely recycled into somebody's diaper or something.
Um,
I don't know.
Okay, so
What?
we
I
met
think I
at
missed something.
recess through Legos in
Fourth
primary
grade.
school in
At Shiloh
undetermined grade.
Christian. Springdale.
No, we used to
Arkansas.
fake
Yeah, that's
play.
getting cut. That's
what
getting
a-
cut.
What did we pretend to play? Like, because I know we were on the playground pretending to be like Pokemon trainers or something. But before that, we would do something else. I can't remember what it was.
Well, so like when we met, it was like Legos, and then I got held back, and that's when I would say like honestly through first and third we were just like associated with each other. But like
Yeah,
kids,
I
I
wouldn't
really
say-
do think like once fourth grade hit,
It was
because that's
fourth
when
grade
me and
for sure.
Chris had a class together, and that's
Yeah,
kind of what
we hung
cemented
out all
our
the
friendship.
time.
Yeah, that's pretty. That like literally best friends.
I was
through
always
that group.
separated from the class. I was always in a different class. Oh, Trillin, he's over there.
That had to be intentional. That had to be intentional.
I don't
was,
think-
I was a freak kid.
I don't know if I ever had a class with Dylan post whatever third grade. Or who'd you have third grade? Wait, so who did everybody have in first grade?
I had Gideon and Josiah.
okay,
Those
so
were like the
I had-
two homies.
I had Hewitt the first year, and then I got held back.
Oh,
and
the
had Cole.
teachers.
I
So
had Paul at the
second
second time.
grade I had Hewitt.
Yeah, I did.
So me and
too.
you had
I don't
Hewitt
really
together.
I don't really.
We can
remember
do a
you in
whole
that class.
episode on second grade because I've got a bunch of like trauma about second grade.
Dude, second grade.
Go
Second
ahead,
grade.
spit
Like,
it out now. Go ahead with
No,
it.
we can have a
Freaking- that's
second.
what we're-
No, we
no,
can,
that could be a whole.
we've
hour.
got to maintain
talking
some
about
sort
fucking
of
second grade.
some
dude.
sort of
Grade.
theme for the first episode.
Dude, I don't even remember what I was.
Y'all
Y'all
doing.
remember phonics?
Grade.
I don't even know what that shit means, bro.
Phonics?
And we were
So,
taking.
I
that
third
couldn't even
grade-
tell you what that was.
Third grade I had Kaufman. Did you guys?
No.
Third grade. Who did I have?
And fourth I
Miss
had
Bray.
Vincent.
Me and
and
Kid.
Brett.
Oh,
I know me and
who
Kid
was
on this.
the
Bray.
old-
So
redhead.
you and Lucas met in third grade.
Fourth grade.
Wait,
I didn't
but you
join
just-
y'all's-
Was
I
fourth
didn't
grade
join
Miss Prey?
Shiloh
What
till
was
fourth
third grade?
Fourth grade was Prey. I had fifth grade with Burke, who died.
Yes,
Fucking
I
died
had
with
Burke.
ADHD.
Dude, I had
She
Burke.
ruined me. She ruined me, man. She sucked. She did
I'm
not like
lagging
me.
a bit.
Diagnosed me with ADHD. Hated her guts.
Oh,
Rest
dude,
is
I would not take those meds. Those freaking ADHD
I was
meds
on-
sucked. They
was
literally
on
just made you,
Ritalin.
like,
Dude,
Just-
I thought I was
just-
depressed now. I didn't
like
eat.
misery
I would literally,
complex.
I would draw pictures of sad people and like cry in the car with mom and dad. And they're like, "Yeah, maybe we shouldn't give this kid Ritalin."
Dude,
you.
I would like
I don't know why that has me so
draw
dead.
myself just being in prison, like at school. I'm like, bro, this is.
No, I used
this
to
is
get in
basically
trouble in
me
art
right now."
class because all I would ever draw was like army battles. It'd be like these stick guys
Dude,
versus these
I
stick
would
guys.
do that shit
Yes.
every
And Miss Miller
day.
would come over and be like, "What are you drawing?" And I was like, "Well, this guy just threw a grenade at this guy," and she was like, "Fucking throw that away. We do not do that here." And I was like, "Okay." And then the next
No,
day,
bro,
I drew
I would
like a
draw- I
rainbow
would
or
draw-
something.
No one ever like
Would've
told me
drawn
not
a
to do
pig.
that. I would have a war, dude. They were gunfighting, like freaking cranking
yeah.
90s on each other.
I mean, there's like
every
a
time I would
chopper
draw.
and there was like snakes and shit. I don't know. It was cool.
No, I would like draw cliffs coming off the side of the page, and they'd be like warning up on the cliff. There'd be like
Nice,
another
bro.
area
trend,
down
there'd be
here,
a
and there's like
yeah, no,
like I
dude.
would like draw like concurrent wars going on. Like there's dead bodies everywhere. It's like
You'd have a couple stick men just X-eyed. Yeah,
it's
just what it was.
The classics XI.
that's what it was.
So fourth grade, after third grade, and all of you guys were
So we
playing
all
tummy sticks with Legos.
combined in fourth grade because you and
We
Dylan
all-
had a
yeah, that
class
was-
together, and me and Brett had a
Yeah.
class together.
And
Before
then
that, it was like on and off, you know.
There was
Yeah,
recess.
and that was kind of when like video games kind of like I don't even like we just kind of looked up one day and we just like had our friend group, you know. It
That
wasn't
was-
like
Yeah,
So-
It was a casual
like,
build.
It was subtle.
Yeah,
like, it
literally-
wasn't just.
Or
It wasn't just.
not a
boom,
casual
we're all friends
build.
now. It
I
was
will
like-
say Destiny definitely
Progressive
carried
build?
a
Eighth grade.
lot of
Oh, yeah.
it. Destiny,
Destiny,
like,
eighth
Once
grade.
I don't.
Destiny came
Without
out,
Destiny,
it
I don't
was-
know where we'd be. I'm gonna be real. I
And
it's
Discord.
like, it's
It makes me sad how
absurd.
bad it is currently.
Yeah, the
Oh,
the whole thing
I
going
don't
on
even
with
want to.
Bungie, bro. It's really depressing.
We can
Like,
talk about that like another time.
We'll have a
but
Destiny
that-
episode. We've
It's
got to
really
have a
sad
Destiny
what's
episode.
happening right now.
Yeah, 'cause- I mean, like that's a huge part of our childhood. We're just like kind of watching. Like it was the same thing with like I don't know. I'm getting a little ahead of the gun here, but like the same thing with Endgame. Like that was like movies
Bro,
we
I
watched.
didn't. I still
I
don't.
mean, the
watch
first Iron
movies.
Man dropped in 2008, bro. Like that was
That's
The first MCU movie ever. Which
Like,
is
No,
crazy.
Incredible Hulk was
culminated all the
Oh, yeah.
way
Well,
to
yeah.
what
canonically.
2020 that Endgame came out.
Yeah.
Stay
It's like-
hydrated.
I don't know. I want to say it was
So
2019.
it's like
I don't know.
something like that.
Maybe.
But I mean, it's like the same thing. We're literally just watching part of our childhood just fall apart. I mean, it's not like Bungie's always been great, you know, but it's
No.
like it's just like
At
you
this
want
point,
to
they
see
kind
this
of made it hard to care.
be-
Yeah.
Yeah.
They kind of made
I-
it hard to care. I don't.
It's pretty rough.
Yeah.
So
don't know.
post fourth grade, what all do we remember that happened in our friend group? Like fifth.
I don't remember.
I mean,
crap
fifth
about
grade
fourth
was
I don't really
fifth
remember
grade
much.
was
Fifth grade, I
remember-
was literally depressed.
What, I mean, that was when we.
Fifth grade
That
was
was,
depression
dude.
for
Fifth
me.
grade was like the year we were all in a class together. We all had Miss Burke
Did we really?
because I remember. Yes, we were all in that class together.
Chris, do you remember
Because you had that
Dude.
Pokemon trainer book, and we used to like draw the
Oh,
Pokemon
I
out.
just
of it.
remembered
this
something,
Clay.
bro.
this
He
Clay
still has
Pokeball
it.
I
game?
bought that Pokédex at the
I still
That's
have that
the
too.
fair,
fucking
bro.
book fair.
It's
Yes,
all
the book
has it.
fair. The book fair.
It's
dude.
outdated now, but
Classic
yeah,
book
but-
fair, bro.
Chris, do you remember when we would pass notes of drawing boobs to each other with like
Bro,
long boobs? And
Fifth
then, like,
grade was probably
Fifth
like
grade, dude. That's
I
when
think
the
that's when
boobs
I-
begin.
that's
bro.
when I
That's
figured
like
out
when you
what-
start-
that's
I
when I
don't
figured out how
remember
to
this
use my
shit.
penis. I used
Dude, I just had a flashback to
Well,
the,
like,
us passing
that's-
pictures of boobs to each
Bro,
other.
Oh,
you
yeah, that was
remember
definitely the horny
me and
era.
kid would
That was
like
when it all
go to
came.
me and kid would go to the
That's
bathroom
definitely when it
together
begins.
and we
Yeah.
sit
Oh,
in the
we had to
stalls
watch
and
the
talk to
puberty
each other.
video.
Oh my gosh, the freaking like we made a Christmas parody of the. We didn't not want to watch that puberty video. Like, bro, we're
Dude.
gonna
Oh,
see penis.
hey, they
We're
brought
gonna
us
see
chicken nuggets
penis,
though. They
bro.
brought chicken nuggets though. I remember that.
Mm.
They
Oh
catered
my gosh,
Chick-fil-A.
the freaking like platter of Chick-fil-A, dude.
Yep, they catered Chick-fil-A
I
and they gave
remember
us
that,
free
dude.
deodorant.
I
That's it.
don't remember that
Me neither.
surprisingly.
Deodorant.
That
They gave us
dog.
free deodorant and a
I do
platter
remember
of
that. I
chicken
do remember the
nuggets.
free.
That's it. It was like, all right, sit down in this room for 30 minutes, and then it was just a guy who was like, "Son, you're gonna grow hair on your balls," and
I
that was
literally-
it. That was they didn't talk about sex. I think they
No,
may
they-
have talked
there
about
was no
boners for like 5 seconds.
Yeah, like
But
they
I'm telling you, dude,
that was
I
that was
remember
as babied
terrible.
as a puberty video could get.
I
All they
don't
talked
remember
about was
shit.
you're gonna smell, you're gonna get taller, and you're gonna
Yep.
grow hair in weird pits. That's
was it.
all they said.
that's all they said.
I remember
was-
they said penis, and we looked at each other like,
No,
Yeah, everyone was like-
laughed. Dude, and then the dads who were like supervising or whatever was like,
Yeah,
Did
they
you
were
just-
like, keep it serious.
"Did you just laugh at
This
that?"
is real. This is real life. This is war.
I think that
War.
happened. I can't, dude. I was like eating my fucking boogers. Back then.
wasn't
I don't
there.
fucking remember.
I wasn't there for the puberty video day. Like legit,
Really?
I
You
think
wa-
that's,
You
I
such a
wasn't there.
lucky man.
That was
They
in
took
fifth
us-
grade
Dude,
Like,
they
I
took us
said-
to the church side of the school,
Bro,
like
yeah,
in some
we, like-
random office built. Like I had no idea what.
You
this
know what
room
they
was.
told us?
I thought they were about to execute us all,
Yeah,
bro.
no.
Do you remember what
I've
they?
never been to that part of the building before.
Do you remember that what they told us though? Or I don't know if you guys got
No,
told
what did they
this,
say?
but
Y'all
they
will have to
told
say. I don't know.
they
bro.
told, or I don't know who told me this, but I remember that it was like you watch the 5th grade male puberty video in 5th grade, and then once you get to
Yeah.
9th grade, you watch the girl video.
See, I heard that too.
Oh, so I'm not
I heard-
crazy? They said
No. That was a
And then that never
rumor.
happened?
That definitely
was
did not
for
happen.
sure
It didn't happen.
Yeah, I
Okay.
never watched. Well, I guess I wasn't there in 9th grade.
Well, it
but
didn't happen.
I remember being told about that.
But
That's
they,
so
they
dumb.
said that was gonna happen.
That was 100% a thing that they told us is you're gonna have to watch the female version one day. And I remember being a
My
kid, just like,
cheerleading
They were like,
Come
come 9th
on.
grade, you're gonna watch the female one. And I was-
yeah.
And by then,
females.
by then, everybody had already watched fucking.
No,
porn
No, by the
anyways.
time we got to
Everyone
9th
knew what
grade, we
everyone
would be the
was.
ones teaching that video.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it was
Exactly.
like,
to everything we like.
I know what that is. I know exactly
it's
what
like-
that is.
I've
So-
seen inside and outside of it.
Post sixth grade.
Outside. Wait,
Wait,
I'm
okay,
thinking of
so-
something else.
Moving on to 6th grade, dude. I remember
no,
when
okay,
my Riz was starting to get more developed. I remember sixth grade was that was when we had our lockers, when we moved to
Yeah.
that different building, and then I remember trying to hit on Candace. We used to like
I hit on Candace.
I don't know. I
Isn't she a lesbian now?
she
think so.
is she rejected me. But do y'all remember Sophie? We sent
Yeah.
nudes. We sent nudes
What
to each
in
other
sixth grade? Damn, you were pulling, bro. I was
We spent
still
dudes in
eating boogers, probably. I
She
don't
tried to
fucking
fuck
know.
me in 9th grade.
Someone tried to fuck you?
Oh
Sophie,
my gosh!
no, it
this
had
is
to have
like
been-
life changing for me. I've never heard any of
It
this.
had to have been 10th grade when she tried to fuck me.
I was very horny.
Because
What?
we were in marching band
That's
together.
crazy.
No, maybe in 9th grade.
Dude, her?
But she
She
was
seems like the
yeah.
most anti-dude. Like, not in that way, but just like in entering that area, she
Yeah.
seems like the most anti-dude out of
She
all the
wasn't.
people with
But we
high
were
school.
we
Are we still
were
talking
in
about
band
Sophie?
we were in band
Yeah.
together, and we were both percussionists, so like we hung out, during band.
Yeah.
And then,
That's
one day
wild.
she just like tried to give me her number, and I did. So I was like, "No, fam."
I mean, that's what
Dang,
you get for being
dude.
this hot, skinny dude in band.
I
I
guess that
can't
explains
relate.
it.
I can't relate.
Oh,
No,
tall,
no,
hot.
no one
Dude,
ever
the
wanted my
only
ass,
women
bro.
that ever hit on me, besides my current girlfriend, were ugly. So I turned them all down.
mean-
I literally did.
I
I,
mean,
would,
it-
like I said,
was
You
just
have to
Yeah.
understand where they were coming from. It's band. It's not like you're gonna have like the cheerleaders.
No, bro. Some of them were
Nope.
not that good. No,
What?
No,
The
no.
cheerleaders or the
none of them were good.
I don't know. I kind of forget everyone, like I said, because after being friends with
I
y'all
will
for
say
10
I will
years.
say I hope a bunch of shallow people listen to this.
No, me too. Because I don't give a fuck.
No, I don't
No,
give a
I would
shit.
love.
don't
you-
give-
I would love
I
for
literally
everybody to
don't
listen.
care.
I mean, like Sam Oki, he still follows me on TikTok. I just posted a
He's a-
TikTok like 2 days
he's a
ago.
G.
He liked it. He watched it.
I like Sam Oki.
I fuck
Sam
with him.
Oki.
Oh yeah.
I haven't talked to him in forever, but I mean, I still like him.
I have no bad
Yeah.
blood. By the way, just a disclaimer: I don't have any bad blood against
I don't
anyone that
No,
I have
I
talked
don't.
about. Like, I'm just talking about experience. We're all just talking about experiences.
Dude,
anyway.
I
This is
remember
just
this
story
one
time.
kid.
There's nothing.
Yeah. I
think
there's
his name
nothing
was, like-
Like we were in high school.
Dude, we were. This was before high school.
Like, what beef could
We
we
were different
possibly be
people,
holding?
I had some bad beef with this one kid. We were playing like Pocket God. Y'all remember Pocket God? On, like, the
Yeah,
iPhone?
was that the game
I
where you,
I
like
do
drew sand
remember
and
that.
shit? And you'd, like,
Yes.
you'd like
Oh my
dude.
gosh! And you had the little
Like,
dudes
we
on
were
the island.
Yeah,
and
we were sitting in the
Yeah,
hallway
bro,
playing
that was
that, and this
sick.
dude, he had like his mom. He was like in second, third grade, right? And he had cellular service on his phone, like paid for by his mother, and like he
Wow.
would brag about it. I don't know what happened, but we got into like a fight, like a verbal, not like beating the shit. I wish I would have loved to punch a kid, but like
We didn't
I
do that,
remember
but-
he called me oh, what did he call me?
A f-
I don't remember, but I told him to go to hell, and I got in trouble for it, bro.
I remember
he-
spelling.
He was like spraying beef at me. I'm like, go to hell, bro.
spraying.
And then
beef.
the teacher's like, you just told someone to go to hell?
No,
No,
you're
no,
gonna
no,
go to
that's
hell.
Christian.
No, you're
Dude,
gonna go to
I-
hell.
I spelled hell. I spelled it. To this day, I have no idea how Miss Tollett saw me. I was sitting next to Trey. I was trying to tell him something. I don't even remember what it was, but it was when we had to do our bathroom breaks and we had to sit in those lines, right? Like once you went and you came back, you had to sit down.
Oh yeah.
Like by
Those
whoever you were sitting.
bathrooms were nasty.
But
Ugh.
I remember I was like whispering to. I had my hand covering my mouth, and I was like, he went. I spelled hell. I was like, what the HELL? And she goes, Brett, come here. She was like, we don't do that. You're not going to recess. I was like, what? What the heck?
No
How on
shot.
earth
No
could you?
recess?
Did you do no recess? And she like made me apologize
To
I didn't even
Drew?
say it to him. Yes.
I think I mouthed the word
To this
hell too.
day, I am still heated about that because I have no idea how she saw me. I didn't get to go to recess
Dude,
that day. because of
Kids
her.
were assholes back then, like that fifth, like kindergarten kind of era. Like I remember I was talking in a group. I'm like, guys, I'll say it, and I mouthed it like silent. I think you can maybe hear a little bit of breath, but they're like, you said it, and they like ran off the tip like, bro, Dylan said hell or like fuck. He said it. I'm like, what did I do? What is your beef? We were all chilling out, and like,
Yeah, I know.
you're
Like,
sentencing me to
kids
prison.
Can't wait to snitch on each other, bro.
Dude, they were
It's bad.
snitches.
It was bad.
Like,
Like,
I
no.
didn't give a fuck unless they pissed me off. Then I would go snitch. I was a little prick.
yeah.
Okay,
So
so
like if they didn't do nothing, bro.
so we met in
chill.
5th grade. Now do we want to do like just solo intros just so that everybody knows who we are?
Oh yeah, I mean,
Oh,
we've
yeah.
just kind of been talking.
Maybe we
haven't even,
should.
like.
I think
don't even
we-
know who I am.
We can probably
Introduce
I think we'll
ourselves.
probably like cut that last piece and put it at the end so that it's like
Yeah.
in order.
Yeah.
But I mean,
It's up to you. I think we
we
should try to
just-
limit editing to not make us want to kill ourselves.
it's not
But I
hard.
mean,
I mean,
good
we'll just be cutting clipping. It's not like we'll be adding
Yeah.
graphics
It's
and
it's not like
Here,
we have to-
audio effects.
sound
And,
effects.
I'll do a little audio spike here so you know where it's at, and when you're looking at OBS, ah! Okay,
that's gonna be
now
useful.
you know.
That's
You'll
gonna
see
be
the
useful.
audio spike, and you'll
That's
know
gonna be
that's the
really
part we
useful.
need to splice.
That's
Okay,
gonna be really
it's
useful.
strategy.
Alright,
Thank you,
fair,
Dylan. You're
fair.
very helpful and freaking ingenuitive, whatever that word.
Okay,
is.
Chris, did you,
Okay,
did
yeah.
you already?
No, I haven't. So,
Okay, yeah,
so now that
let's-
we've gotten to where
Intros.
we are, we all met in 5th grade. Let's
Fourth,
get to know.
technically.
Let's get to 4th.
This is
grade.
kind of fun, bro.
We like
I love talking
we
about
pretty
this
much
shit.
met in 5th. Well, I'd say the friend group became like for real in 5th grade. Like we've all known each other. We've all known each
that's
other
fair.
since like kindergarten, but we weren't
Right.
like who I would call our friend group until pretty much 5th grade.
For sure.
Yeah, that's what.
For
That was probably
sure.
the beginning of the.
I would agree.
Fifth grade,
Sounds
yeah.
good.
Fifth grade is
It was
like
the top of the
because
hill
before
and it's
that
been
it was
going down
on and
ever
off.
since.
Like
Because you
Yeah,
remember,
yeah.
you gotta remember,
we
in
met
fifth-
each other like 20 times.
didn't we get to do the 5th grade retreat where we went to New Life Ranch?
And the
Yes.
play,
Yes.
or the musical.
Like,
I think
dude,
that was
that's when we
something.
were playing with Halo Mega Blocks. Like
That's
a
when we
big-
were farting in the
Yes,
circle.
Oh
that-
my
yes.
gosh. Dude, 5th
That's
grade
when that
retreat.
freaking
That was
Mr.
5th grade
Soderfield,
retreat
bro.
is an episode.
Boys, you need to
5th
pack
grade
it up and
retreat
go
is
to
a
bed.
whole episode. I mean, 5th
Go
grade
to bed.
retreat, dude.
New Life Ranch
Yeah.
could be its own episode.
grade
bro.
retreat
Both
has to be its own.
both times, very
Oh,
well. could
Gideon!
be.
I remember Gideon like
Oh, 8th
busted
grade.
his freaking leg
Yeah, he
open or
cut
something.
his
He
leg
still
up.
has
Oh
the
my
scar,
gosh.
bro.
Jacob stepped on a rock and like literally cut his foot.
You guys
open.
remember
gives
when
a fuck
Landon
about
stepped on a
Jacob?
shard
No,
of
I'm just kidding.
glass like from a beer bottle and his like and he had to get a
Put
knee
a
scooter?
tendon in his
Oh my, Dr. Saxman,
Yes.
bro. And
Yes.
he like took his scooter because Hayden was trying to play with it. He's like, "Yeah, you can't be doing that." And he took the
Oh,
man's
that
scooter.
guy!
He took it
Oh
from
my
Landon.
gosh!
Yeah, and he took it from Landon. So Landon, this crippled man,
Literally
has to
crippled.
hobble around on a single foot.
Yeah,
like-
literally crippled. And this
Like,
guy,
Oh,
This
wow.
kid was playing with. He's like, "Yo, Landon, can I borrow your scooter?" Just ran off with it, scooting around like a 6th grader would or whatever.
Classic Hayden activities, by
And,
the way.
and the
was-
teacher guy
Oh.
like got mad at the dude who had his foot injured. He's like, "Why'd you let him take it?" He's like, I didn't let him take it." And
I'm
then
a
he,
crippled man.
and he like confiscated the scooter like from the crippled guy.
I wish we would have
Like,
spoken.
why?
Dude,
I wish we would have
terrified.
terrified kids.
We
Like,
didn't
what-
have the
what are we
nuts,
gonna say,
dude.
you
I wish
know?
we
Dude,
had nuts.
I
back
would
then.
have the balls now. I was so fucking mad
Do y'all
growing up.
like ever think about like what if I could go back in time to like 4th grade with the knowledge I have now?
Of
Like with the
course.
if you could just like take your brain out. and
Oh,
just
I'd be
put it
rich.
into
I'd freaking crypto, y'all. I'd be fucking rich.
Okay,
I'd be a
that's
genius too. They'd be
completely
like, this
different.
kid can do like mathematical equations with his penis. And they'd be- like, you know what I mean? Like, you'd be insane, bro. I
okay,
was
so we
thinking
met
about
in
that,
5th
bro.
grade. Now let's get to know the crew. So I'm Chris. I go by CMV Frosty online. I've been a YouTuber, been a Twitch streamer, been on TikTok. I'm currently 21 years old. I work as a salesman for a trucking company. Do we want to name our?
We'll keep that private.
Okay,
Let's
so-
not.
so yeah.
I don't want to get looked up and be like,
No, yeah.
so we gotta mail in some.
No, yeah. I don't
God.
want
Yeah,
to. I don't really
this
want to
guy is
associate
spreading
with
the
anything.
word.
He
outside,
said you
just
said
in case.
the F word
But
outside of work. We can't be
uh,
having that.
so yeah, 21, sales, trucking company, logistics. I've known all these people since I've been like, I mean, in '07, I would have been like 6 years old. No, I would have been five. I would have been 5 years old because I was born in 2002. I'm young. I'm 21.
07 was
you
a
guys
good
are
year.
all
Was that,
you guys
was
are all
Halo 3
older.
out?
Yeah, you're all
Yeah,
older.
Halo
than
2.
21.
I was playing Lego Star Wars on the OG Xbox, bro. It was fucking great.
Let's see
Well,
here.
the complete saga.
Yeah.
I played that on the Wii, bro.
I had like the first
Hey.
New Hope, like the first game, and then they
So you're
merged
gonna
them,
keep
bro.
talking about Halo, or
So,
we
so
can talk about that later.
is Chris
Let's do it.
doing
Yeah,
a,
sorry,
is
we-
Chris
it's
doing
like-
is it intro or
Is it intro or
are we
Halo
all
time?
talking?
Yeah, just
you know what? Let's actually cut for a Halo intermission real quick. Yeah.
yeah. Throw the graphic up. Throw the graphic up. Throw
Throw
it
that.
up.
Ba-ba-ba-ba, ba-ba-ba-ba.
Wait, we need another audio spike.
No, it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Okay.
Introduce yourself.
So yeah, entertainer, musician. I was in band, playing the guitar currently. We all live in Northwest Arkansas. I think that's okay to say. You know, nobody's gonna dox us for saying
Come find us.
what
Come-
region of
Okay,
the
no.
United States we live in.
Leave us
Um,
alone.
I don't play any sports. I'm currently not in school. College dropout hashtag. I went to college for like a year and a half, and then
We'll
decided
probably
I
go
didn't
back.
want to waste any
We
more
probably will.
money. I probably will go back, but I didn't know
Yeah.
what I wanted to do at the time. Whoa.
So, Splice, cut that. Cut
Yeah.
that.
edit that
I
shit
think
out.
you
We
have to
can't be
leave it.
having
I think
that.
you have to leave it. I think like
No, that's organic. That's
it's
organic. You
only-
gotta
it
leave
was,
it.
it was real. It was real. It was a real voice crack. So I'm 21, still going through puberty. That's fun. But yeah, I used to be friends with a bunch of losers and people who didn't treat
Still
people
am.
correctly, and now I'm friends
There
with
are.
just losers who know how to treat people correctly. Been friends with Dylan the longest, and then Brett, and then Lucas.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we've just been living it. That's
Yeah. I'm
that's
like the
really
fossil
that's
of the
really it
group.
for me. You can
I'm the
find me
whore. I've been with
online
everyone,
at
bro.
CMV Frosty though. Shameless plug.
We have kind of passed you around the friend group.
And now
And then
Lucas.
I guess it's my turn. So I'm Lucas,
Lucas.
legal name Lucas, also known as Kid, also known as King Abinadab, also known as Badacha.
I thought
Lots
it
of
was-
different.
thought
And
it was
my
Badacha.
original Xbox gamer tag was Falconer 347.
Oh
Okay,
my
there.
gosh,
Three,
OG.
four,
Okay,
OG.
well, if we're dropping
But,
our
you
OG
guys remember-
gamer tags,
Oh, we'll get to it.
I was
we'll get to
Marvel
it.
8.
Yeah, another day. Another day.
So,
Yeah.
I grew up in Northwest Arkansas. I've been living here my whole life. Been moving kind of from city to city with back in the 2000s. I had a financially stressed father at the time and all sorts of stuff going on. But we made it. But lo and behold, after lived in town to town. But yeah, I'm 22 as of a month ago, pretty much. So we all work at the same company, by the way.
Old
But
ass.
I'm technically a senior broker in logistics at our
How
company.
prestigious.
Yeah, I know. Not a big
Oh,
deal or
the
anything.
quality's back. You look like a pixel a second ago.
It's
Oh,
but yeah,
yeah,
we-
it's going back to pixel
It's in
mode.
and out for sure.
so I went to school with these idiots, 4th grade through 8th grade. Some biggest core memories I can ever think of, and we'll cross that bridge when we get there. And then went to a different high school. It was a college prep academy. I did go to college for one semester, almost a full semester, until I dropped out and decided to go for the full-time grind. But that's where we are. That's where we are now. Might pursue fitness. I've been thinking about being a trainer, but that's out there, as you can tell. I like to lift a little bit, just a little bit.
Those were
but,
some huge pixels, by the way.
Bit shredded.
and by the way,
show
y'all,
them that picture. Show them the picture of the canoe. What the fuck's going on?
It's
and
just caked.
and I'm caked up because
You
that's
gotta,
one of
you gotta show them when your
Um,
when your camera isn't fucked up, so they can like.
No, yeah, but
Yeah.
that's literally all there is about me. I'm probably the most boring person you'll know or ever meet.
That's cap.
No,
so-
that's cap. That's you are the biggest freak.
You
here, bro.
are like, yeah.
That's mostly because of the ADHD that Miss Burt gave me, fucking diagnosed in 5th grade. Thanks
She
to
gave it to you.
Dude, I can't believe
And
they gave
6th
you
grade.
those pills, bro.
when
Dude,
Miss
you're
Duke,
pumping them into 5th graders.
Miss
like-
Duke in 6th grade, math teacher, she told me to my face, "Can you think?" One time I kept a math quiz and she said that to my face and I cried until my mom slaughtered her ass. And then she was nice to me ever since.
Nah,
Thank
bro.
you, Mom.
I
But
would
that's
turn
pretty
in
much about
papers
me.
with my tears on them, like crying on them. Like, I hope you realize how sad you've made me.
No shot.
I would, because I hated math, dude. I was so shit at it, I'd cry. I'd be like, I'm such a fucking idiot.
Okay,
Just-
now
No wonder they put you on meds, bro.
Brett.
I didn't take them.
Well, no, Dylan's third. Dylan's up
Oh,
next.
I thought Dylan was going last.
Yeah,
oh,
Dylan-
never mind.
Dylan's-
Oh,
so
I'm
the-
third?
Yep.
I don't even know where to start, bro.
How old are you?
Let's see.
Well,
So
Well,
Well,
maybe
got
your
all
right
name.
name.
now, I'm
Your name's
21.
good.
In 5 months, I'll be 22. Fucking old. I know, I feel old, but let's see. I went to this school we went to. Do we want to name drop it?
I don't
at all.
know how. I don't know.
Maybe
So
not.
let's
not yet.
Okay, it doesn't
Digital
matter, but
footprint.
we
Digital
went to a
We'll say,
footprint.
we'll
private-
say elementary.
we went to a private Christian school or whatever.
You
right?
can say that.
Yeah.
And I went there since K4 and met a lot of people. Like
Me too.
we
Lifer.
had Josiah. We
Lifer.
remember him now for eating boogers.
Oh yeah.
We had Gideon. We'll talk more about him later, but
That's more to come.
Gideon's a pretty
me and
good
him were
old
kind of like the arbiters of the friend group. We kind of got everyone together. I feel like
For
in a
sure,
way.
the
in a way, but
peanut butter
And Landon,
between the
because
bread.
Landon basically
Yo,
was
yeah.
screwed me to
like,
y'all.
just that whole area. But I've been there. I went there since I graduated. Right. I had a lot of trouble in school. I was kind of sad, as most people are now when they go to school. But we're chilling now. So during that, I got into band. And that really got me into music. Like, cause we play these pretty pieces. I'm like, dude, this is awesome. So now I write music. Oh, I forgot to say my name, didn't I?
Yeah, you
okay.
did.
the
It's
most
okay.
important part of the whole
I
intro.
think
Yeah,
we know.
but
We think we know who you are. Don't worry.
Okay, yeah, Dylan,
Zero
Zero
Rain.
Rain, whatever. I've wrote right now. The music I posted is pretty old. It was from that time in high school or before that, but I'm still working on more stuff. But I'm a musician. I like playing. I just got a bass, so I'll start
I
learning
put
that.
him on guitar.
I played a tenor sax in high school. I think I was okay at it, but got me into music. I want to pursue it at some point in the future here. Another unrelated hobby that is probably going to get really annoying is that I really like guns. Like, I got a freaking scope company on my shirt. Love guns. Might consider doing
Shooting
like
up a pool.
gunsmithing in the no, you gotta cut that shit out, bro.
Did he say
Maybe
shooting?
not. We'll talk about it in the pros.
I can't see.
We'll see if
We'll talk
that makes
about
the
that.
final cut. Yeah, we'll see.
We'll talk about that. We'll
But I
see.
wanna-
We'll talk about it. We'll put it up
I
there.
might go to a trade school, maybe go back to college. I took a semester like in 2020 for music or audio engineering because I was into music, but I was up in Maine. We'll get into that shit another time, but
It's a different story.
we came back now. We're chilling. I'm working with that logistics company we brought up earlier.
We all work for the
Um,
same company. Just to
yeah.
further dive into how much we have been friends forever. We are not only
Yeah.
friends.
But
S-
I
for
think I've
20
been going
years.
on too long.
We go to the
But
same
I like guns
school
and I like music.
and
and
we
there
work
you
at the same
go.
place.
And I have a few brain cells missing, I think.
I got one.
Yeah, we're sharing one right now. So
Yeah.
it's
You guys have to
Yeah,
because
freaking-
Walmart wasn't selling any.
Dumb
My-
and Dumber in the
my
corner.
turn
there.
with it. I guess since you're done, my name is Brett, aka Kujozz. That's pretty much been my name for a while. I used to go by Arcogs, Backstrap Ween. Those are some old ones. Y'all probably don't know.
Backstrap a weem, bro.
That's the OG, bro. That's the OG.
That's the OG one, bro.
But yeah, I'm 22. We, like everyone else has said, we've all been friends for a really long time, pretty much our whole lives. I can't remember a time when we weren't friends, But work at the same place as them. I'm going to college. I'm going to community college right now. Hate it. It's awful. I was called to ministry. I'll be a pastor one day, so that's pretty cool. I'm excited to get that started eventually. But yeah, not much about me except for I'm a huge RuneScape nerd. I like hunting, fishing, all that good stuff. I'm like the half-bred hybrid nerd country guy, so
I feel like
And
we're
way
all
to put
kind of
it.
like that.
Not me.
Maybe except you, Chris.
Not me.
Fuck you.
Oh,
yeah, I feel like
I don't like to go
yeah,
outside.
That's
You don't
that's
know
mostly
I
it
like
about
it
me.
in here.
Oh,
It's so
huge
nice.
sports guy too. Love the Razorbacks.
I can I can vouch for the
Like-
RuneScape shit. He's trying to like convert me into the RuneScape cult.
I will get every single one of you one day. I
Not me.
promise.
I've been thinking about it.
It'll happen.
Not me.
But yeah, that's pretty much it about me. You're run-of-the-mill guy, run-of-the-mill white guy, you know.
Bro, I gotta redo my intro. I went on for like fucking 5 minutes, bro. I'm insane.
I don't know. I feel like I didn't say enough, so I think we're chilling. I mean,
I think
I didn't even
I don't
say
know,
my
it's just a
name. Like,
general-
I'm just
it's a
like, this is
general-
project.
we've
What am I
said-
doing?
we introduced you at the very beginning of the podcast. I said, "Here's Dylan
Yeah,
/ zero."
No, yeah,
whatever.
we all know our names.
We,
though,
no,
and-
we were introduced in the very beginning. I don't think you have to
I-
worry about doing another intro.
I will say,
Unless you're-
I like probably, I don't know. I wouldn't say I know Kid the best, but I mean, like,
I mean, y'all live
Okay.
together.
yeah, I mean, I get dragged around to a lot of his family events. We go on family vacations, and you know, obviously, we're living together. So I mean,
Not until hey, you
not
might-
without its benefits though, bro. It's cake.
Maybe
so, I
I'll
mean,
come
that
live with
adds
them,
to
and
it.
then we can have some inappropriate.
Alright,
Cut that shit
alright.
out. Cut it
Yeah,
out.
that's-
I'm just kidding.
audio spikes.
No.
But yeah, that's pretty much it about me. So
Okay, well,
I
now
forgot.
that
I
we've
forgot to mention that I was a farmhand for a few years, and I'm a half city boy, so I got
What?
that blue collar. in me.
Farmhand.
I
Oh,
have
For my
yeah, your
grandpa.
grandpa, right?
zero country inside my body. I worked
Yeah,
at
he-
Chick-fil-A before I was a trucking company. So
Yep.
Oh my gosh, I worked at Walmart before this job I have now, and it sucked, guys. If you're
Yeah,
young,
I remember
don't
that.
fucking work at Walmart,
I mean,
okay?
we could
It's
probably
not
do
worth it.
an episode on
Uh,
how
if
shitty
you
our
want
past
to
jobs
buy-
are.
Vouch.
yeah, I can attest to that. Walmart sucks.
Abuse nepotism. If you know anyone, if you know like somebody's dad, ask them to get you a job. You will not regret it. Nepotism is a powerful thing in America. Okay,
It's pretty
and
awesome.
There is.
you can get some bank off of it.
Hey,
Okay,
hey, connections are everything, bro.
exactly.
They
They really
They
are.
literally are.
Or else
Connections
you'll be
are.
working at Walmart and you'll be fucking sitting in the freezer waiting for your shift to end because it sucks.
I mean, that's literally how we got our job. It's connections. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except
Good
me,
old
man.
I earned my job.
yeah,
did.
yeah.
Not
The
really.
one you currently
Oh,
are
I
Out of-
holding,
I guess
out
my
of all of
current-
us,
my current
I
job.
think I'm the biggest
Technically.
nepotism hire for sure. I mean, I don't even know.
I would say that
Brett didn't even have to interview, dog.
I put him on
That is
first.
tracked. Brett's
I
correct.
that's
That's
He's
true.
like,
true.
I literally like I
walked
didn't
in.
interview at all. He walked me in and was like, "All right, so here's the building. Let's start getting you sat with people." I was like, "Okay,
You'll work
cool."
right here. This is your desk.
Yeah, he literally was like, "Here's your desk. You're gonna sit right here. This is the team. Here's blah blah blah." And I was like, "Cool." So yeah, I definitely I didn't even have to interview for that. He was just like, "Yeah, it's yours."
but you're good at it. So
But I mean,
Is it
hey,
really?
We
that
are
bad.
we are all currently slaughtering in our fields and positions.
except me. Don't get it twisted.
We low key.
I'm abusing the system, bro.
not
Low key. We carry the company.
We are the young
low-key.
bucks.
like
we are.
not to sit
are.
here and just like toot our own horns. It's like we work hard.
We're in the
we've
trenches.
definitely
No.
earned our positions. Like we didn't come in and just slack off because we're like, oh, this is
A free
came
job.
in.
No,
Wow.
they for sure carry these
Forever.
these like 40-year-old people, dude. They leave their shit on the board, no notes, no nothing, and these kids are slaughtering it. Like they should be running the company.
I mean, everyone that we work with. I think who's the next youngest person? Oh well, I guess like
Brett?
I don't I
Brett?
wouldn't
How
count
old's
like
Brett?
Dan and Garrett because they came
Brett,
after
I
us.
think it
Who would you say was the youngest that we had whenever we started? Like maybe Tony. And Tony's like
I mean,
what?
he's
30
35.
something?
Phil?
Yeah.
Close. Phil's 30. He's 35 plus. He's like 30. Nick,
It's like 36.
Oh,
30.
well,
We're just name
Chandler's,
dropping everybody
Chandler's
now.
27,
but
but
oh yeah, I guess he is still pretty young. But I mean, yeah, like for the most part, we were the youngest guys in there. Like all we got told to do was come in, do your job, keep your head down, do
that's
do
what we
your
do.
crap, and you'll be fine. That's all we did. And you look up and
Oh, yeah,
And yeah,
we'll
we
have
are.
stories.
Yeah.
We'll have stories about work because I got a few.
However,
Yeah,
I
we
work
get it.
nights. I work nights there. You'd be surprised all the shit that comes in, bro. Like it's so annoying.
However,
But
we
it's
are
easy,
trying to
so.
escape our 7 to 5s. So that is
Eventually.
that is part of the
Eventually.
reason we're
Hopefully,
here.
There's evidence of that right
That
now.
is part of the reason we're here. But I guess
want
this also
money?
just goes to show that we're willing to work for it. I wouldn't say that this is hard work, but the fact
Yeah.
that we're here finally
Yeah.
putting together this podcast, I'd say is a good step in the
I'd
right
say
direction.
we need to
Yeah.
get a room, like nice lighting. Maybe we could turn that fucking.
I would
room
love to do
all
this in person
y'all
one day.
destroyed. We can
Yeah,
turn
I
it to a
would.
podcast room or something.
That would be.
I would love to definitely get a studio one day. I mean, like if this tape, I mean, I'd love to full send it I mean, if we get the following,
This is our
then-
passion project officially. Like as
Yeah, I
as a
mean,
friend
like-
group, this is.
I still want to make
yeah.
a band. They
Okay,
suggest. I
that'll
think we should
come.
make
Band would be
That'll
cool.
come. We're for
That
sure.
could,
I
that's
love
definitely
music.
something that
We-
can still happen. I
look
mean,
out for
hey,
that. We
maybe
will
this
have a
takes
band.
off
We'll have a
and
band.
we can funnel our music into this. I mean,
Yeah.
like TMG, Tiny Meat Gang, Cody Co, Noel.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of what they do. Like they definitely, I mean, they messed around with music before, but then they eventually like started trying to make stuff, and then they actually got signed to a label, you know.
And they
And
just so
so-
happen to be millionaires too, as
like
a bonus.
they
they're
just
cool.
so happen to.
Good
But I
personalities.
mean, you know, like we're not doing it for the money, but it would be nice to have
Yeah.
something outside of having to work a 7 to 5 job.
I would
know?
It'd
like
love
be nice
to-
not having to talk to these fucking.
I would love for my job to
retards
just
every
be
day.
to hang out with you guys because that's what we do anyways. So
yeah, I
yeah.
mean that's literally like, I mean, I have to freaking make time to get away from you.
Yo,
because-
maybe some podcast that we could write music together because I think we should do that. We should definitely work on that too.
I agree.
I mean,
We
like,
could do like a recording sesh, or
I mean, and
we could
it's like
stream the screen. We can make the music, bro. You know,
plenty of ideas.
because
plenty
all of us, I
ideas.
feel like all of us have a big kind of musical boner in our.
The
bones,
world
you know
is
what
our
I'm saying?
oyster. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know how to
For sure.
auto tune, and you all know how to do everything else.
Oh yeah, freaking choir. I don't know how you weren't in choir, bro. That makes no sense to me.
Yeah, I know your ability to just freaking what's the harmonize.
Harmonize.
Yeah,
Just
harmonize.
like listening to it. I mean, that's straight. Up
You
want to
know the first? You want to
That's
know
a
the,
straight gift.
the-
Don't act like it's just like,
Yeah,
No, dude, no,
bro.
listen.
You were born with that, and some people are. Some people are.
The day that I knew I could harmonize was, I think, 2000 and like, oh man, it was before 2011 or 2010. I was in the car with my family one day. We were passing through Prairie Grove Battlefield Park, and there's some song playing, and I was just like, with like some song, and they're like, wait, Lucas, do that again, and I was just like, I just did it. It's just something in my brain that was like, this sounds good with this said note, and it just, I don't know. It's just one of those things you're born with, I think,
Dude,
honestly.
It really is.
band kind of clutch. Like I just started wanting to write music in 6th grade, like when we were learning band, like, and ever since then I've been writing stuff on and off. I'd love to do it more, but I'm lazy. So
I definitely would have attempted writing music had I learned any instrument in my 22 years, but
it's
I've just been
it's
taking
it
time,
looks
so-
complicated. You're like, how the fuck do people read it? It's not that bad, bro. You could get it down in a week, like of just 2-hour sessions.
I
Maybe
played the
less
bass
than that.
clarinet in 6th grade band and at the Christian school we went to.
I guess we really all have musical
Right.
background except for Brett.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
outside of the singing I do all the time, I mean, you guys can attest to that. I mean, how many times have
Yeah.
I just
I
sit
mean,
there
dude,
singing?
I'd
Some
say
of the, like,
at
some
the
of the
very
goats
least, we
Didn't
all
even know how to
love
read
music.
I
we all love
absolutely
music.
love music. Like, and I, you know,
I don't listen to a lot of music, surprisingly.
which is surprising,
I listen to
honestly.
a lot of music.
I know.
I
like,
listen to so
dude,
much music.
I
Every
can't
day.
I can't work anymore without music. Like it sucks. Not if I thought I forgot my AirPods this morning. And I was like, wow, today is gonna blow. And they were sitting on my desk, and I was like, that's
You
Very
guys
beginning,
remember when I put a
um,
red pen under my eye in Mrs. Richards' class? And I was like, oh, my eye's bleeding. And she's like, what are you doing? What is that?
talking
And I
about
looked at her
that.
dead ass and said, I don't know. And then I got fucking sent out. Like I just had a red. Like I don't know why. I think I was trying to make my friends laugh, but
You absolutely were.
yeah.
I mean,
but
we weren't even in that class. It was literally us three. We all three shared that class. It was.
I had it
crap.
with Landon and I think Gideon.
Dude. If you were sitting next to
Yeah.
Landon and Gideon, there was no way you were
Yeah.
focusing, bro. There was
Yeah,
no
no.
way you were.
I
Gonna
was
end
like,
your work.
look, guys, look, my eye's bleeding. And I look at
Okay.
her. I look like I've been freaking pummeled by a mace or
Let's see
something.
here. We can lay down what to expect from the future of this podcast. So that's probably what we need to go into next.
And then if by any off chance that some people do come across this, and hey, if you are watching this, comment down below like what you would want more from, or like what possible things you would want us to talk about from our past or anything like that, or any
Actually,
stories.
Hold on.
You
if
like
you're
might
watching
wanna
this,
hear
I just want to know why. Like why did you click? I just want to know.
That's
I-
a pretty
I-
good
Because
point.
I
the
don't
clickbait
understand
title
how
and the
people like
thumbnail,
will click
duh.
on a 0 view video because like I would never do that personally. So I, just
I do
wanna
that
know, like,
sometimes.
just
I do
like,
that sometimes just to
like,
see
what
what
were
kind
you
of
thinking?
content people create. Because like there's thousands of channels on YouTube that have
I
millions
mean,
of followers.
millions maybe.
But like,
This-
yeah, and then
Like, how does
but
that
there's also
start?
the other side of YouTube where there's a bunch of smaller content creators who have like 500 views, and they could still have good stuff. Like, I have found channels that only have like 10,000 subs, and it's like this guy could easily have millions of subs. All he has to do is just pop off. Like, the quality was the
Algorithm.
same. Like, his editing was incredible. Like, and the video was super entertaining. It reminded me a lot of Vanos. I remember that channel. I don't even know if I follow him anymore. Or what the channel happened to. But
Vanos
like,
is OG.
My
We all
camera
grew up on
quality is
Vanos.
back.
But it's
Except
like-
maybe Chris.
I
I
think
don't know
it-
if you ever
I think it
watched
might be
that.
the
it definitely has a little bit of luck to it for sure. You got to dabble that into it because like, but I feel like the theme we have can work pretty well. I mean, it's easy for people to connect to and want to listen to. So
Well,
I agree with
people
that.
are our age. I mean, I'm sure school stories are pretty. Everyone has a crazy school story.
Well,
Yeah, I
but
mean,
Oh, yeah.
see, but that's what I think makes us unique is we've got the
We've-
unique dynamic where we've got all these stories,
got
but
our story.
they're with the same
They're-
people the
you're
whole
right
time.
for
You know,
years.
Most
like,
people would be like, "Oh,
yeah.
hey, my second grade best friend, we did this
Yeah.
one thing," but
but it's like
my second grade best friend is the same person as my eighth grade best friend. Like it's the
I mean,
same thing. How
We're
many other
basically
people
married,
can say? I
bro,
mean,
at this
most
point. Like, we
most
can't get away
friend
from
groups,
each other.
most friend groups break up after high school. Here we are.
Yeah, that's
we
true.
graduated
Because
2020. Here
people
we
like
are.
to move
3 years.
fucking 40 states away.
Granted,
know
it
why.
really helped.
I mean, Aaron did that, and he's still our friend.
True.
No, he's not. I
You
hate
know-
that guy.
Yeah, I fucking hate him, dude. I hope.
Aaron,
he-
if you're watching this, I do love you.
I don't.
Yeah, I don't. I
Well,
fucking
we
hate
have
you.
all been lying to you.
I just like your hook.
I'm sorry you
we-
had to find out this way.
We should definitely. We should definitely just clip this one part and send it to him. we mentioned you on the podcast.
Now you should watch the whole thing.
When
It's
did we
like,
meet Aaron?
We all hate
I
you,
remember-
but
he
you
was
got
like-
a massive dick.
Aaron was.
Didn't he leave? He
Yeah,
left for like 4
right?
years and
He
Yeah,
came
left
back.
after 5th grade, I think. Right?
And he came
I
back.
thought. I thought he.
Or-
I thought he
oh,
was. I
he
thought
left-
He was,
he
no,
left
he was
for
there in
5th grade.
third because he had a freaking mustache in third grade.
He
I remember
left,
that.
He left 5th grade. 5th grade was the year he wasn't there. He was there 4th grade,
Yeah,
and then he came
he
back
came back.
6th, and he was there until 8th grade.
because he. Wait. Is that right? Was he in the play? Was he in the play? Maybe was it because
freaking
y'all were the
Beauty and the
stage
Beast
hand,
play?
right?
Maybe he left
Yeah,
4th
yeah.
grade. Maybe he left 4th grade and came back.
Because
5th.
Because wasn't he in it? I want
I-
to say he
I
was,
wanna
but I
say-
can't
I
think
remember
he was
what
like
part
an-
he
like an
played.
I can
extra or
see
something,
him
or like
dressed
a-
up like a villager in my mind. I don't know why my
Same-
mind is just
same.
like-
I think he
too,
was. I
but,
think
like,
he was a villager.
He might have just been a
For
villager.
the
I don't
Beauty
know.
and the Beast
That's
play.
something we could, ask him himself.
we could have
but
him on as a guest one day. You know?
I would love.
I mean,
that
he's gonna
as a
be
guest one
here
day.
in May, so maybe, in 6 months we'll have him on,
Mhm.
and hopefully by then
Hopefully
we'll
we-
actually have an audience.
Yeah, hopefully we'll have.
I want to get a studio. I know I already said this. I want a studio, bro.
That is-
this the
I will
pilot
say
episode. This is the
That is
pilot
definitely
episode.
for sure something that could happen, but we gotta let that happen.
But yeah, so next week, do we like that topic for next week? Primary school playground.
Yeah.
Sure.
I don't know. I feel like that's a bit too a weird topic.
Like, wait, are we talking K4 or K5? Because like
I
K4
think
was
just
not
like
involved.
just
In
primary
general.
school, 5th grade and down. We can talk everything playground, like what obviously we'll start at the beginning, like we used to do Legos and shit at the playground.
we could title it like 07 Playgrounds.
just like anything,
like-
just anything that has to do with us on the playground in primary school.
it could be our experience at the playground. The title.
Oh
Just
yeah.
not just primary school playground. It's a little.
Well,
sus.
no,
I
I
mean-
know. It's just I'm just saying that's the subject.
Right.
That's the subject.
And just for one example of one of the events that happened
Primary
at the
school
playground was
I'm
when
clicking
me
on
and
this.
Landon showed Dylan freaking Two Girls One Cup for the first time, and like, was that 5th grade?
Oh
or
my god, that was 8th grade. I fucking remember. I
grade.
was
On the
dying,
playground?
dude. I'm like, this is so gross. It's funny.
Oh, that
Like it
doesn't-
was so nasty, bro.
Definitely save that for.
Yeah.
That was like
That's
some
gonna have to be a later-
flapjack
that-
humor.
that doesn't
kind of
sound
stuff. Like,
primary
just a
school.
grotesque.
That was
just
post-primary,
so
I guess.
gross.
But so primary
But
school
yeah.
playground next week. We'll talk everything. I mean, I think 5th grade and below, that keeps it wide enough to where we can talk about a bunch of different things. Because if we just did like second
Yeah.
ground playground, that'd be like
First
I
grade
don't know.
stories.
I don't
We
know.
think.
See,
Only
no,
first grade.
exactly. Like I
Yeah,
wouldn't
yeah,
be
I
able
feel
to do
that.
that.
I feel
I
that.
wouldn't be able to do that.
Primary.
But yeah, and so this is kind of how episodes will be broken down. We'll come in, intro, do a little bit of small talk, jump into the prompt, and then that should carry us the rest of the way.
Freaking go to town.
Yeah.
How often was my chair squeaking? I feel like that's gonna be really.
I didn't even.
notice it.
I'm gonna be
Couldn't have told
honest.
you.
Up until just when you mentioned it, I had not noticed.
Same.
Because like I've been moving around like a freak this entire hour.
No, I think you're chilling.
I'm sure my chair is like.
I didn't.
I've
hear
not heard. I've not heard it a single time. I think you're chilling.
I think
Well,
you're
shall
chilling
we outro? I guess. Since
Yeah.
it's almost time for
Yeah.
dinner.
Does
I
anyone
gotta
care
go.
to?
Is there
I
anything
can
else
handle
we
it if
want
I
to?
need to.
Is there anything else we want to talk about? So,
I think we got a good
We've
baseline.
we've got the
We ran
outline.
it down.
We've laid out
ran it
next
down mid,
week's.
you know?
Talked about next week's episode. I mean, hold on, let me see if I
Speak up, little boy. We can't hear you.
I'm sorry, I'm away from my microphone.
Little boy.
Boy.
Let's see here.
Boy,
Boy.
shut your mouth when you're talking to me, boy. Bitch made boy.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So really nothing else that we wanted to cover in this first episode. Thank
think I
you
got all I
all for
wanted to say.
watching. Does
Oh
anyone
my gosh, I'm white as a.
Does
ghost,
anyone
man.
want to take us out?
I got you.
All right, Brett's going to take us out.
Yeah. Thanks for anybody who clicked on this, stopping by and listened to four idiots ramble on about their past.
Seriously, leave a comment. I want to know why. Like, just why. 'Cause I don't ever leave a comment. I think I've left one comment on a video in my life, but like, if you're like that, just like break that. I want to hear like why you clicked on this. Do you know us? Like,
I
If
agree.
you-
just
if
I
you
just
do
want to know
us-
like what
Give us your
what
two
piqued your
cents of what.
interest?
Yeah. That's,
Did you know Chris? Like when he
just-
streamed League? Like what? Why would you?
TikTok,
why'd you
maybe?
click?
Yeah,
There
I
you
mean,
go.
Just
you
let
could,
us know.
you could know us from several places. If you do know us, and if you know us from school, and you have any stories that you want us to share, tell us, because there's probably a bunch of shit that we've forgotten.
Oh,
Oh,
absolutely.
dude,
I mean,
I'm sure.
absolutely.
Like I said, I mean, how many times did we just mention something? It was like, oh my gosh, and then you remember?
Exactly.
Yeah, no,
that's,
it's
all,
just-
that's gonna happen.
Keeps on
several
going.
times
Just it's
through.
just
We're like, we'll jump off.
one after
But,
the other.
Yeah, thanks for anybody who came by and listened. Like Chris said, that's pretty much how we.
Seriously,
Will,
tell us why. I want to know. I want to know.
but yeah, that's pretty much why we how we'll break down our episodes. But thanks for listening. And this was the Since '07 podcast.
First
Thanks,
pilot
guys.
episode.
We'll have
Thank
an
you.
episode next week.
Yep.
Wednesday.
What are we?
It'll probably be posted Thursday or
We're
so.
recording this on a Wednesday.
Well-
We'll edit on the weekends, so it'll probably come out the Monday.
Yeah,
after.
it'll.
Or
And
Mondays or
we'll hopefully
Tuesdays.
try and do like weekly episodes as well.
There'll be a
so.
regular schedule. It's not mapped out
Maybe
yet.
Monday podcast.
We're not dating
like,
when we're recording this.
posting times.
So, but look
Really?
for it. We will be on all platforms. We will have other things going on besides the podcast.
Mhm.
Anybody want to drop anything? I'm CMV Frosty on Twitch, TikTok, YouTube, everywhere. He's Zero Rain. That's Kujozz. That's kid doesn't really have a handle online.
He's
but-
the
I don't
king.
really
He's
have
the
that.
he's the king of Benedab, but like
He's a-
he's
he-
never.
He's
I'm
He's never
low-key.
been like a. Yeah,
I'm low key. I just like.
he's
just
in
be-
he's
I
in
just wanna
everything
hear
that
it.
I
we
mean-
all do, but he doesn't have his own thing.
Yeah,
If
he's
you
like
guys
a-
want to hear my old music, I mean, I could post my old SoundCloud.
Zero Rain music.
It is old. It is a little. I wrote it in like 9th grade, but I think it's still pretty good. You should
But-
listen.
You're
My
wrong,
TikTok,
but
though,
hey,
it-
it'll get views.
Shut up, no, bro. It's good. It's good.
Follow
Not
follow
audio mixing.
Gamer 69 on TikTok.
What was it?
I was a
That's
kid.
me.
What?
Glizzy Gamer 69 on TikTok and Lucas Jordan on Instagram. If you want.
Don't
And
don't
then
follow me.
eventually
Not on
we'll
fucking
get a
Twitter or
Twitter and stuff made. Yeah, we'll get a Twitter and stuff made.
Oh.
We'll get official. We gotta have it for the brand.
Dude,
You mean
I
that?
made a Twitter and an Instagram.
It's
I
X
posted
now.
like
It's X
one
now.
or two things, and then never. Like, I fucking hate social media. I don't know.
Me too. I don't get
But
on
yeah,
it much,
we'll be
honestly.
everywhere.
Yeah.
This has been Since '07. Thank you for watching. Peace out.
Thanks, guys.
2 intros.